Hi everyone, welcome back to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be doing a review of the Garmin 45. So this is the entry-level sport watch into the Garmin sport watch range. So let's get into this review.
If you are new to WesKnows Tech News and Reviews, we talk about the latest tech news. We do brutally honest reviews and share hacks and tricks along the way.
With the Garmin 45s, you can get them in three sizes. The 45 Plus, which is a 45mm watch. Then you got the 45 and the 45S. In fact, this is a 45S and that is a 40mm watch. So it doesn't look too big nor too small. I've got a medium-sized wrist around 6.5 to 7 inches. So for me, that is just fine. Maybe a bit too small. So maybe the 45, just the standard one, the 42mm one, would have looked slightly better. In regards to battery size, there is no difference between the 45 or the 45S. The manufacturer claims that you're going to get at least 7 days. Well, I don't quite agree. Now, I've had the watch on review for about 2 weeks now, and I can say that if I have my notifications switched on, if I've got my GPS usage of approximately a couple of hours every week, plus all the usual alerts are on, then I can get the watch to work from one battery charge up to 4 days max. Now, I've been reading some reviews where reviewers claim that yes, 7 days is fine, but read the small print. They do state that they switch off smart notifications. But then, why would you need a sport watch with no smart notifications? That's more like a budget fitness tracker. But anyways, let me tell you about this watch and what you really want to know. So we'll do this in a standard manner. First of all, we'll talk about the design, then we'll talk about the display, and then we'll get into the features and functions. And of course, should you be getting the Garmin 45 or go and upgrade to something like a 245, maybe a 645, or maybe even a Phoenix series. Anyways, let's start off with design. Let's do it. So if we start with design, we can see that it has a circular design. It is not a touch display. So you've got 5 buttons, 2 on the right hand side and 3 on the left hand side. One of them is pointed red because that is the power button as well as the enter button. It's very plastic indeed. There is no metal parts on it except for the holders of the strap, which are screws, which does make it look rather tough. The straps are TPU rubber. They are very soft, they're very flexible, and thus they're very comfortable on your wrist. You'll be happy to know that the actual clasp is watch type, and also it is metal with this lovely triangular logo just sitting on the top right of the actual clasp, and that looks nice. Even on such a budget watch, or the most budget watch in the Garmin series, and still it has the logo on the clasp. A nice premium feel to it. What else can we say? The underside is plastic. All of it is plastic. But then again, what did we expect? It is a budget GPS sport watch. Now, let me touch upon display before we get into the features and functions. Right, so what is the Garmin 45 all about? Well, this is about entry-level and budget-priced gadget or a sport watch that will gain you entry into the running space. Let's say you're a beginner athlete or you've just begun running, so you're not quite ready to invest a whole lot of money into a super advanced sport watch. You're not ready to splash out the big bucks, but you do want to get yourself a GPS watch. You want good heart rate accuracy, you want great GPS accuracy, you want to have the Garmin Coach. You've all heard about it. It's basically free training that you get with the Garmin app and any Garmin watch that helps you build your confidence, build up your skill, and actually advance into running, let's say 5K, 10K, half a marathon, and so forth. So the Garmin 45 is a great option. First of all, it does let you see your notifications. And very importantly, this watch actually offers you both alerts that are sounded, so via beeping sounds, as well as with haptic vibrations. And I love that part on this watch. Now, when you get your texts, when you get your emails, when you get calls, the watch will alert you. So it is very smart in that regard. Also, it has quite a few rows of text that you will see when an email does come through or a text. Now, you can't actually reply to text, so you don't have quick replies. You can't take calls or answer calls, but you do get notified. So this is as far as the smarts go. Now, in regards to the cool functions, so we're not going to be talking about alerts and alarms because we've already talked about it. So you can get the silent alarms, you can get the beeping sounds as well. But let's talk about the really cool features. So first of all, this watch allows you to use Garmin's 3 sleep stages, and these are great. So you get a full breakdown of your sleep patterns. You can actually see how much you've slept in REM, in your deep and light sleep. You get very nice visuals on top of that. Also, you get the body battery. So this is where Garmin analyzes on how you've slept and actually how much you've charged up during your sleep, and then it follows you and tracks you during the day how much you've actually drained that battery or that body charge. And that is a really cool feature, because if I've slept a really bad night, I can see that my body charge or the battery was just, it's not up there. And I do feel a bit all over the show. So this is very accurate. And usually when I see that my body battery is a bit low, I would skip a gym session and maybe try to get a couple of more hours sleep on the next night. Also, it does show you very good visuals of your continuous heart rate. It shows how many intense minutes you've done. And there's a whole lot of widgets that you can actually use from the Garmin Connect app. And you can sync it and add it to your watch. Well, you can actually do it from both. Either the watch face using the 5 buttons, or quite simply in the Garmin Connect app. Or just follow the screen as I'm showing you how to change the appearances, how to change the clock faces, and of course, how to sort your widgets, your activity profiles, and so forth. In regards to activities, this is actually very important. So even though the Garmin 45 is waterproof and it's water resistant up to 5 ATM, so up to 50 meters, you can take it to the pool with you. You can take it as far as going to the showers with it. But when you're in the pool, it does not have any swim tracking available. So you won't be able to track how many laps you've swum. It's not going to be doing your stroke recognition, and that's very unfortunate. So you can't really calculate your swole. Now, is that a downside? Well, probably. But what Garmin is trying to do here is not to cannibalize its other Forerunner watches or the Vivo Active series, which can do much more and of course have swimming profiles available. Now, in regards to gym tracking, there's more than enough. But this is a Forerunner. So really, this is all about running, getting you out there to start running, to start training and become better. So it does have GPS. There's a lot of profiles like running, biking, indoor cycling. Now you don't need GPS for that. And I've actually done a heart rate accuracy test between this bad boy as well as the Suunto Sport Watch, just to see which one measures and tracks your heart rate better. And what I found is that, well, so you don't need a particular gym workout mode. What I'm just choosing is other or cardio, and I go to the gym and I track the intensity at which I was working out, and that is the heart rate. Another awesome thing with all the Garmins is you get your energy levels, and you can actually see a breakdown between your active and passive energy. Now, active energy is all about the energy that you've used up while exercising. So you get a breakdown on the screen of your watch as well as in the app. And what I truly do love about Garmin's in general is that they've got an amazing app. They've got a great ecosystem that allows you to download faces, to be part of a community. You can actually share your results. You can see the results of your friends, of your family, if you connect and sync with them. There's a lot of races to get into. There's a community that you can get involved in. And I love that about Garmin. And the app, you've got to see it, and you can see it on your screen. It looks absolutely great. Now, with the Garmin 45 and 45S, as well as the Plus, you get an entry-level sport watch that has basically entry-level bits of this great ecosystem. But you can go in there, you can dive in, you can go and search Connect IQ for great watch faces, well, if they're compatible with your watch. You can start using Garmin Coach, and of course, just going through the watch, just using the watch, you get the usual view that you would get almost on any, even the Garmin Fenix series. Of course, there you're going to have much more widgets, but nonetheless, you get the full Garmin experience in this little bad boy right here. Anyways, so this is the introductory review into the Garmin 45 and 45S. Of course, there will be many more tests coming with the 45 and the 45S. So I will be doing a calorie accuracy test. I will be doing a heart rate accuracy test, as well as the GPS accuracy test. And all of that is upcoming. And of course, I think we've had quite a few Garmin's being reviewed on the WesKnows Tech News and Reviews channel. So I will put in a review or a manual or walkthrough, whatever you want to call this, of the Garmin Connect as well as the Connect IQ apps. Anyways, thank you for watching this one. If you enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. And if you want to see more of the same, please hit the red subscribe button below the video. And I'll see you in the next one.